Hello, Assalamualaikum. I'm Umu. Today I would like to share and discuss about the impact of Covid-19, especially in agribusiness marketing. As we know, the pandemic Covid-19 has started and spread since the early of 2019 in China and to all over the country. This situation made all the country become shocked in order to adapt and to take the action for the people welfare in their country. In agribusiness marketing, the pandemic COVID-19 was giving a big impact to the demand and supply of product. There are certain products that experience decline of demand and supply, and there is also the product that get highest demand and supply. Like example, the production of wheat and rice receive highest demand from seller and manufacturer because mostly the product is sold out in the market. So the supply also increased. In this case, the bread manufacturer like Gardenia factory had to produce and supply more product like breads, noodles than usual at the market. The impact of restaurant also giving a bad impact where there's not many customer due to social distancing that need customer to queue and take long a time due of restriction movement on the RMO for the restriction of operating hours too. Next, it could impact the product supply chains where the management of supply chains must be changed and to take alert due pandemic. In the transport delivery activities, it become more challenging to logistical within supply chain, particularly cross-border and RMO as well as a labor issue. It become more difficult, especially in perishable commodities such fresh fruit, vegetables, fish that will be damaged because it need a correct timing to supply at the market. It shows the RMO makes supply process become slow and also lead to the logistical problem where the producer had to keep more longer than usual before supply to retailer and manufacturer. The value of the product began to decrease due of the freshness and it could impact farmers' income and increase the cost. Due loss of income and profit, they cannot support the workers' salary and many of workers now was lost in their job. This case make the all processing in marketing become slow down when shortage of workers. Many of agriculture subsector affected like crop agriculture quite affect such limited availability of fertilizer, pesticide, seed and farm equipment. They had trouble in marketing product that result increase in post-harvest loss and food waste in this term. They had trouble in marketing product that result increase in post-harvest loss and food waste. In the fishery sector, result of transportation, trade and labor problem, and the livestock subsector were impacted such some small farmers had difficult to market and access and logistic constraint. The dairy farmer was experiencing profit loss because since these animals need to keep longer before they sell them off, especially during the early phase of RMO. The marketing strategies also were affected where the business had to attach new strategies to remain in the market. This pandemic will change the advertisement, marketing and media spend of one business. The product sale and buy is more to online purchase where it's become a new norm in buying many groceries in online. The business also must spend more cost to elaborate their product using the online platforms such as Shopee and GrabFood. In this case, the business must manage to reach and communicate with customers, otherwise their business cannot generate income. Such KFC, they always promote their promotion and menu in an online display at social media and television in order to attract customers to generate income and remain well known. Furthermore, the pandemic of COVID-19 also made the company may fall out their respective profitability benchmark firm. The pricing of product become a problem, especially in agriculture product, since they get highest demand but they hard to supply that make the price increase. At the local level, especially in countries affected by the hunger, some of food commodities like livestock are increasingly mainly because of the local logistical and import were difficult. Besides that, there is also a certain seller that take change to increase the price to get higher profit, and the seller do that because of the cost such Such in this news, the price of the chicken is almost 9 to 10 ringgit per kilo. The market cost make most producer and seller lose in income and difficult in paying the cost of production, especially when the RMO is enforced where the business cannot operate like usual. Other than that, Covid-19 pandemic also impact in consumer behavior, where the consumer must change what they are buy, when and how. The spending habit of consumer toward more to online purchasing than buying by itself, which needed to queue up for buy the product. The change also caused a difficulties for lower income family because most of the online that we know put a service charge on delivery and they must spend more. The consumer priorities more to the basic need and send the demand for the agriculture product, hygiene product and cleaning product while non-essential categories will slump. Alright, to maintain and reduce the impact of COVID-19, the country must plan an efficient strategies to maintain of food security and availability in country, especially in a poor country and server. All the action must be concerned to producers, seller and buyer in order to reduce from the impact of food waste, especially in agriculture, and lack of nutrient will occur. The overlapping trade in a certain country such as a flash flood, landslide and crop damage by pest need to observe well because when it's combined with the effect of the COVID-19, people will find themselves combating a triple menace. At the end, stay healthy, stay alert and stay in your distancing.